of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks taking on a team looking for its first win, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Gamecocks will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Jacksonville State's offense will have first crack at this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Got his man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Working that left side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time, because the big fella, he's always open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It is good. His opening drive results in a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. So Western Kentucky's offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important to get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be...
He's got it on the left. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Wood. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly where they had to get 6.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. Turning it on!
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's McKinney. Breaks the tackle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinator.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. A strike downfield. Knocked off his feet.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The sure hands, it's Harris. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can...
He unleashes a long one. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got it behind the line. It's Meyer. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Reads it, fires complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the back. To the air on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Myers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quick pass on the jet motion. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Toppers! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Defense. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Here comes the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meyer. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Going to swing it on second down. It's complete to the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Hilltoppers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On fourth down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Hilltoppers look to keep this drive humming. He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time, tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Complete on the comeback. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Okay, ready? Second down coming up.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to... And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so at the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Myers. There he goes. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Man, that's a really nice job executing by this offense. Third down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5.
Here we go.
Makes the grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Wants to throw again. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1.
Razor. Pound 55 weak.
Gets it out fast. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And sometimes I think there are decisions, and you got to make the tough decisions, and that's your job. That's why you get paid the big bucks. But I'm taking the lead. I'm kicking the field goal. I'm taking no chances.
Trying to power it in. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, WKU. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Jacksonville State, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man to the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
He's tackled.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good.
Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my bet.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Wants to go up top. The offense pops it out. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? I need a stop. They can go down the field and tie this game up. I'm in a tough situation. How do I respond? Forcing the turnover. Offense, go do your thing. Give me a first down. Finish this ball game.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Second down, he'll throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
The Hilltoppers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The play-action fake. Plucks it out of the air. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team.